Grimes, musician. Claire Elise Boucher, born March 17, 1988, known professionally as Grimes, is a Canadian singer, songwriter, record producer and visual artist. Her music incorporates elements of varied styles and genres including dream pop, R&B, electronic music, and hip-hop. Born and raised in Vancouver, Grimes began releasing music independently in the late 2000s, releasing 2 albums, Geidi Primes and Halfaxa in 2010 on Arbutus Records. She subsequently signed with 4AD3 and rose to fame with the release of her 3rd studio album Visions in 2012. It produced the singles Genesis and Oblivion and received the Juno Award for Electronic Album of the Year. 9. Her 4th studio album, Art Angels, 2015, received critical praise and was named the Best Album of the Year by several publications. She is currently working on her 5th studio album, Miss Anthropocene, which will be released on February 21, 2020. Life and career. 1988-2008. Early life. Boucher was born and raised in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. She is of French, Italian, Metis, and Ukrainian descent. She was raised Roman Catholic and attended Catholic school. Her mother is Sandy Garasino, former Crown prosecutor and arts advocate. Her father, a former banker, works in the business side of biotech. In 2006, Boucher relocated from Vancouver to Montreal to attend McGill University as a double major in neuroscience and Russian language, but left the school in early 2011 before finishing her degree. According to the timestamps on her original MySpace page, Boucher began writing music under the name Grimes in 2007. Her performer name was chosen because at the time, MySpace allowed artists to list 3 musical genres. She listed grime for all 3 before knowing what grime music was. Grimes is self-taught in music and visual art. 2009-2013. Career beginnings and visions. Boucher's debut album as Grimes, Geidi Primes, a concept album inspired by the Dune series, was released by Arbutus Records on cassette in 2010. Later in 2010, Boucher released her 2nd album on Arbutus Records, Halfaxa. After the release of Halfaxa, Boucher began publicly promoting Grimes and started touring beyond Montreal. In 2011, Boucher released 5 songs on her side of the split 12 with Dion, Darkbloom, through both Arbutus and Hippos in Tanks. Beginning in May 2011, Grimes opened for Licky Lee on her North American tour, and the following August her debut album was re-released through No Pain in Pop Records in CD and vinyl format for the first time. In 2011, she collaborated with DJ producer Blood Diamonds. Upon extensive touring and positive reception of her first 2 albums and her side of Darkbloom, Boucher signed with record label 4AD in January 2012. Considered Boucher's breakout record, Visions appeared on a number of publications' year-end lists. NME included it on their 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list in 2013. Visions won the Electronic Album of the Year award, and Grimes was nominated for the Breakthrough Artist of the Year at the Junos. Grimes also won the Artist of the Year award at the 2013 Webbies. The album's 2nd single, Oblivion, also received critical acclaim and was produced into a music video co-directed by Emily Kai Bach and Grimes. Pitchfork ranked Oblivion at number 1 on their 200 Best Tracks of the Decade So Far list in 2014. In interviews following the album's release, Boucher explained that she was assigned a strict deadline by which to have her 3rd album finished far before it was complete, resulting in her recording the bulk of Visions while isolated in her Montreal apartment for 3 consecutive weeks. Notably, this intensive recording session included a period of 9 days without food, sleep, or company, with Boucher blacking out her windows since she generally could not make music as readily during the day. She described the writing process as being equally enjoyable and tortuous, feeling that its difficulty contributed to its success. In April 2013, Boucher posted a written statement addressing her experience as a female musician in an industry rife with sexism and expressed disappointment that her feminist stance was often interpreted as anti-male. When speaking about her preference to produce all her studio albums herself, she said, "I don't want to be the face of this thing I built, I want to be the one who built it." On December 17, 2013, Boucher posted to her Tumblr that she had employed the services of Jay-Z's management company, Roc Nation. 2014-2017? Art Angels? On March 8, 2015, she released a self-directed video for a demo from the abandoned album, Reality, which received critical acclaim from music critics, being named Best New Music by Jen Pelly from Pitchfork, calling it the best new Grimes song since Visions. On March 15, 2015, Grimes and Bleachers released their collaboration, Entropy, for the HBO TV show Girls. On May 24, 2015, Grimes announced via a series of tweets to her fans that her upcoming album will be Surprise, released sometime in October. She also explained that the album would be a departure from previous singles Go and Reality and was recorded with real instruments, a departure from the primarily synth and sampler-driven compassing of her prior releases. In the summer of 2015, Grimes toured with Lana Del Rey for several of her endless summer tour dates. She then toured in the fall of 2015 as the headliner of her own Rhinestone Cowgirls tour with opener Nicole de Langinger. On October 20, 2015, Grimes announced that the name of her upcoming album would be Art Angels by sharing the album's cover art on her Instagram account. On October 26, 2015, Grimes simultaneously released the lead single of the album, Flesh Without Blood, and a two-act music video featuring both Flesh Without Blood and an additional song from the album, Life in the Vivid Dream. After its November release, the album received very favorable reviews, garnering an 88 out of 100 rating on Metacritic and the Best New Music designation from Pitchfork. Jessica Hopper of Pitchfork described Art Angels as evidence of Boucher's labor and an articulation of a pop vision that is incontrovertibly hers. An epic holiday buffet of tendentious feminist fuck-off, with second helpings for anonymous commenters and music industry bloodsuckers. Art Angels was named Best Album of the Year by NME, Exclaim! And Stereogum. It peaked at number 1 on the Billboard US Top Alternative Album chart and number 2 on the Billboard Top Independent Album chart. Grimes won the 2016 International Award at the SOCAN Annual Awards and the 2016 Harper's Bazaar Musician of the Year Award in October. In the spring of 2016, Grimes toured Asia and Europe with supporting act Hana on the Act Die Reine tour. Grimes continued touring through the summer of 2016, performing at various music festivals across North America and opening for Florence and the Machine on select dates of the How Beautiful tour. Continuing the series of music videos for songs off Art Angels that began with Flesh Without Blood and Life in the Vivid Dream, Act 1 and Act 2, respectively, Boucher released a music video for Kill V Mame, Act 3, on January 19, 2016, and the music video for California, Act 4, on May 9, 2016. Boucher crafted a slightly remixed version of California for the music video in order to achieve a less dissonant visual-auditory mix. This alternate version of California has not otherwise been officially released for sale or streaming. On August 3, Grimes released the song Medieval Warfare as part of the soundtrack of the summer blockbuster Suicide Squad. On October 5, 2016, Boucher with friend and collaborator Hana Pessel, more commonly known by stage name Hana, released the Act Die Reine Chronicles, a lo-fi series of 7 music videos, including songs by Grimes, Butterfly, World Princess Part 2, Belly of the Beat and Scream, and Hana, Underwater, Chimera and Avalanche, each starring in their respective segments. Additional appearances include Aristophanes in Scream and 2 of Grimes' backup dancers, Linda Davis and Alison Van, throughout the series. The Act Die Reine Chronicles were recorded over the course of 2 weeks during the duo's time touring Europe and were made with minimal production, shot exclusively on iPhones with no crew aside from Boucher's brother, Mac Boucher, who assisted with filming. Post-production, Claire Boucher and Hana Pessel edited the videos in their entirety. Concept and art direction are credited to Claire Boucher. On February 2, 2017, Grimes premiered on Tidal the high-budget futuristic music video of Venus Fly, starring herself and Janelle Monáe. The video was uploaded on YouTube on February 9. She won Best Dance Video for Venus Fly at the Much Music Video Awards. In 2017, Grimes won a Juno Award for Video of the Year, featuring Kill V Mame. 2018 present Miss Anthropocene and collaborations. By late 2017 and early 2018, Grimes had revealed on both Instagram and Twitter that she was working on her 5th upcoming album, which she stated may be released in 2018. However, in February 2018, she wrote on Instagram, "Well, no music anytime soon after all." It was later revealed that this was due to a clash with her label, 4AD. She later revealed on an Instagram post that she would eventually be releasing 2 albums and that they would be separated by a period of time, with the first being released with 4AD and the second with an undisclosed label. Boucher stated that this first album will be highly collaborative and characterized by most glorious light, with the second highlighting themes of pure darkness and chaos. She did not disclose the release dates of the 2 albums at that time. On April 10, 2018, Grimes was featured on Pink by Janelle Monáe. Pink was the 3rd single from Monáe's album Dirty Computer. On May 30, 2018, Grimes was featured on Love4 Eva by Luna Dixie from their EP Beauty and the Beat. On June 15, 2018, she was featured in a video for Apple's Behind the Mac series on their YouTube channel, with a preview of a song from her upcoming album titled, That's What the Drugs Are For. On the same day, she posted 2 Twitter videos previewing 2 songs from her upcoming album, Adore You, Beautiful Game, and For Im. In 2018, Grimes composed the theme music for Netflix's animated series Hilda. On October 31, 2018, Grimes was featured on Play Destroy by Poppy on her album Am I a Girl? Grimes appears on Bring Me the Horizon's Nihilist Blues from their 6th album, Amo. On November 26, 2018, Grimes posted several images of new merchandise on her Instagram and 3 days later, released a new single, We Appreciate Power, featuring Hana. On March 19, 2019, Grimes announced via Instagram that her new album will be titled Miss Anthropocene and will be a concept album about the anthropomorphic goddess of climate change, and each song will be a different embodiment of human extinction as depicted through a pop star demonology. Her goal with this album is to make climate change fun. So maybe it'll be a bit easier to look at if it can exist as a character and not just abstract doom. In terms of what she'll be releasing beforehand, she says, it's possible I will drop an EP or a few more singles of synth-based stuff before the album because it's mostly ethereal new metal-ish and I know a lot of people miss the synths and whatnot. On March 13, 2019, Grimes released a demo unrelated to the upcoming album. The demo is titled Pretty Dark, which, according to the video description, is not a single, just a demo. This is from an Arkansas musical I'm working on. She adds, Nah sick start making Arkansas, or illustrated. Sub-members within Grimes, the Art Angels, as it were, they are the main characters from the book musical I'm working on. Grimes stated that she has this whole other world she's working on besides what Grimes currently is. She also mentions that while I'm finishing my album I'm just gonna start casually dropping stuff as I see fit. The character in the music video is named Dark. On April 4, 2019, Grimes posted a promotional post on Instagram for the piece about her in Cultured Magazine 8586, and in it she stated, P.S. I hit an ambient psychedelic somewhere on SoundCloud, I doubt you can find it. In response to another Instagram post, Grimes later posted a picture with a Russian caption translating to Princess. Someone then found the secret track, titled Add 8 equals F5AA0, Russian for Princess, posted March 29, 2019 on SoundCloud by the username Dark, location listed as Death Star, Antarctica. On August 13, 2019, Grimes posted an advertisement for the Adidas by Stella McCartney Fall 2019 collection on Instagram, which Grimes is the face of. The description announced that the first single from Miss Anthropocene will be released on September 13, 2019. On September 5, 2019, Grimes released a music video of Violence, featuring EO, the second single from Miss Anthropocene. On October 25, 2019, an unfinished version of Miss Anthropocene leaked online. On November 13, 2019, Grimes announced via Instagram that she would be releasing a new single titled So Heavy I Fell Through the Earth on Friday, November 15. 2 versions of the single were released on that date. The Art Mix, 613, album version, and the Algorithm Mix, 351. On November 29, 2019, Grimes released My Name is Dark. She wrote, produced, performed, and engineered the song herself. Musical style. Grimes' music draws on an eclectic mix of styles, including electronic music, synth pop, R&B, dream pop, and hip hop, and has been described as synth pop and art pop. Her work has been likened to various artists, including Bjork, Juliana Barwick, Sia, and Enya. She was described by Tastemakers magazine as an alien love child of Aphex Twin, and ABBA, The Guardian summarized her musical style. By sounding a little like everything you've ever heard, the whole sounds like nothing you've ever heard. The Japan Times wrote that Grimes' otherworldly, Ableton-assisted music is crammed full of hooks fit to sit alongside Rihanna and Taylor Swift in the top 40. Dazed stated. In a sense, she'd always thrived on being too pop for indie and too indie for pop. Her lyrics were described by The Guardian as generally elusive and impressionistic, shying away from specifics. Grimes is a soprano. The Daily Telegraph described her vocals as sweet, thin and hazy. She utilizes looping and layering techniques, particularly with vocals. Many of her songs feature layers of over 50 different vocal tracks, which create an ethereal sound. Personal life. Boucher has a step-brother who raps under the name Jay Worthy. They collaborated on the single, Christmas Song, which was released on the Rough Trade bonus disc of her album, Visions. One of her brothers, Mac Boucher, was involved in the making of some of her music videos, such as Violence, Go, Reality, Flesh Without Blood, Life in the Vivid Dream, Kill V Maim, Venus Fly and We Appreciate Power. In 2009, Boucher and a friend attempted to sail down the Mississippi River to New Orleans from Minneapolis in a houseboat they built. Following several mishaps, including engine trouble and encounters with law enforcement, the houseboat was impounded by the city of Minneapolis. Boucher claims that elements of the story, such as the pair having a typewriter on the houseboat, were exaggerated in the newspapers that reported on it at the time. The adventure has been turned into an animated video narrated by T-Bone Burnett. In 2014, Boucher wrote a blog post expressing her aversion to hard drugs and regretting having lost friends to drugs. "I don't want hard drug use to be part of my narrative," she said. Boucher is a vegetarian for ethical reasons and usually avoids dairy, but says she will eat it on the road if nothing else is available because she won't starve herself. As a singer, Boucher is known for having a lisp. She stated that she likes it and has no desire to undergo speech therapy. From 2007 to 2010, Boucher was in an on and off relationship with Devin Welsh, then the lead vocalist of Magical Clouds. The two met in 2007 at a first-year dorm party while studying at McGill University. Since 2018, Boucher has been in a relationship with technology entrepreneur Elon Musk. They met after discovering on Twitter they simultaneously made the same pun on Rococo and the thought experiment Rocco's basilisk. Since 2018, she has been called C, the symbol for the speed of light, in her personal life. On January 8, 2020, Boucher announced that she was pregnant with her first child. Her partner, Elon Musk, is rumored to be the father, although this has not been yet confirmed by either Boucher or Musk. Discography. Main article. Grimes discography. Geidi Primes, 2010. Halfaxa, 2010. Visions, 2012. Art Angels, 2015. Miss Anthropocene, 2020. Tours. Headlining. Halfaxa Tour, Canada, 2010, co-headlined with Pop Winds. Darkbloom Tour, North America, 2011, supported by Doldrums. Visions Tour, World, 2012-2014, supported by Born Gold, Myths, Elite Gymnastics, Ami Dang. Rhinestone Cowgirls Tour, North America, 2015, supported by Nicole DeLanginger. Act D Rain Tour, Asia Europe, 2016, supported by Hannah, Aristophanes, Lupa J. March of the Pugs Tour, North America, 2016, supported by Hannah, Taeshai, Christine and the Queens. Supporting Licky Lee Wounded Rhymes Tour, 2011. Diplo and Skrillex Full Flex Express Canadian Train Tour, 2012. Lana Del Rey The Endless Summer Tour, 2015. Florence and the Machine How Beautiful Tour, 2016.